Hello everybody, my name is Richard Vigorelli and I am your guide for everything Chinese astrology, and I set it all up so us listeners can figure it out. And I'm coming to you standing from my home office. There was a cat right behind me and then he decided not to. That was him jumping. Yeah. So, I'm getting a lot of requests for compatibility and how you can figure out compatibility in Chinese astrology. A lot of people want more videos on that. Well, I basically exhausted the different link-ups that come from having two animals close together. Okay? And all of those link-ups will happen if there's two charts coming together, or if it's a chart and a time period. All that's going to happen, all right? Like if you have two pigs, it's not good. They tend to butt heads a lot because they both think they're right and they're perfect. I'm born in the year of the pig, by the way. So in that case, according to Chinese astrology, then two people born under the year of the pig, or on the month of the pig, or a month and day of the pig, or whatever, can't be together. Wrong. Okay? And I'm going to explain. See, in all things regarding compatibility and relationships, you are much more than the star signs, than your animals, than your elements, or anything like that, okay? Boiling a person down to that is very reductionist, and it also robs that person of their individuality in many, many cases, okay? For example, I am born in year of the pig, 1983. I'm a water pig. So I should be unbelievably clean, very passive, and not wanting to get into a fight with anybody. Not even slightly the case. I once left open a DVD case full of various discs from a TV series that I like to watch. It's one of my favorites, called Stargate. Look it up, it's awesome. And I was in the middle of watching it and I got interested in watching other things. So, I set it aside with full intention of coming back to it. 7 months later, still open, sitting there, waiting for me to pick it up again. I have not done that at this time. So, 2 months later go by, and I'm cleaning, and I say, you know what? I still haven't gotten to this. Put it away. Okay? So, another one is very passive. If I was a very passive person, do you think I'd be on YouTube? Anybody? Raise hands. No? Okay. Also, what was the other one? I forget, but I am definitely not that. And yes, I am not afraid of getting into a fight. My knuckles will prove that for me. Okay? So, saying things about people that is just the way they are because that's what they were born under is reductionist. The only thing astrology actually gives you is tendencies, okay? But those tendencies can be overcome either through cultural, they can be overcome through personal experience and necessity, and they can be overcome with a great deal of personal work, okay? So when it comes to, am I compatible with this person, the answer is yes, no, and it depends, okay? Now, the reason why astrology tends to work so well is because people tend to go with their tendencies because it's easier, makes more sense for them. And when those tendencies are not in line with what another person is doing, you get a conflict. Okay? Now, here's another thing that I can tell you. One of my closest friends from college, I love her to death. She's close enough to be my sister. Okay? She met her husband not long before I moved to California to start grad school. They started dating, really handsome guy, met him, I liked him. Then I asked her, well, what's his birthday? Well, she's a Taurus, and he is an Aquarius. According to Western astrology, they should not like each other. They should not get on together at all. They have been married going on, I want to say 15 years? Something like that. They've got 2 kids, happily married. Sure, they fight, but everybody fights. Okay? One fight does not destroy a relationship. It depends on the fight. Okay? So, when it comes to compatibility, my recommendation is to get to know the person. Okay? Get to know what they like, what they don't like. If you want to use the astrology, sure. I can tell you right now that if whatever animals that they have are on the direct opposite line on the Chinese zodiac, you two are not going to get along very well. Okay? It's 6 away. You're going to run into some issues, but everything else, you might run into some issues, but you can conceivably overcome them. Right? Remember, you are not your chart, and they are not their chart. Okay? Additionally, take this from a guy who has been wasting his time for 2 decades. Don't search for the one. There is no one. Okay? Yes, there is love at first sight. That is a thing, but it has to be cultivated. Otherwise, it'll die. Okay? If love at first sight was the absolute, I'd be married right now, and I'm not. Because she decided I wasn't good enough. And that's how it is. Okay? So my recommendation, again, find someone that you got some reasonable things in common with. They share your religion, your politics, your whatever it is that you define as being important. Then see if the way they behave is in line with what you like. And remember, after the physical aspect of the relationship becomes commonplace, you're going to need to hang out with this person. Can you stand being around them when there is literally nothing to do? Can you stand being around this person when you're sick? Can you stand being around this person when they're sick? When they are having a horrible day, do you still want to stay with them? Okay? If the answer is no to any of those, both of you need some work, and you need to work on the relationship. And it doesn't matter when you were born. Okay? So that's my thoughts on astrological compatibilities. If you got any questions, feel free to visit my website at vigintmed.com. That stands for Vigorelli Integrated Medicine.com. Go ahead and drop me a line. I'm happy to talk to you. If you would like, feel free to also put those in the comment section of this video. If you're new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button down below. I think it's down here somewhere. Ring the bell if you like, too. That way you know when I upload stuff, because, well, I've got a day off today, but that's going to be different later. I don't know when I'm going to upload again. Okay? Leave a like or just a comment saying, hey, bro. Alright? I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.